Are you worried that you'll sell your home and not have another home to move to by the time you need to move out of your current home? Same question and concern came up with an Overland Park homeowner I worked with last week, and I've had that come up multiple times over my career. So this homeowner would look online every night, realtor.com, Zillow, and every home that she was interested in, at least what she saw online, went pending the following day, in a few days. And she finally reached a point where she said, "Hey, Suzanne, maybe we should just wait." She didn't really know that she had options. Really believed that waiting was her only option. And so I said to her, let's not start with the future house. Let's start with a plan. And then I asked her, would buying before selling be an option for you? That would be one question to consider. But in all honesty, she hadn't even thought about that as an option where she would buy before she sold. And for many, many homeowners, current homeowners in those same factual situations, buying before selling is not really an option. But it is an option if you financially can afford to do so. You're comfortable, you can sleep at night knowing that you possibly will have 2 house payments on any given month. So there's a lot of factors that go into the consideration of whether you choose to do that way or not. That is to say, buy before selling. We determined that buying before selling really was not a good option for her. So we talked about what are some of the other options that would help her not to have to wait to move to her new home or buy her new home, but also put her in a position where she could sell her home and still have time to try to find her new home. Particular homeowner was, we structured her home as when she put it on the market, and we got a contract that for all other purposes was a great fit, terms, buyer, lender, etc., price. But we were able to structure it so that the terms of the contract allowed for a delayed closing. That is to say, a time period where the buyer didn't close or a delayed possession, so that it gave my client time to go try to find another property, and then we would have the opportunity where she didn't have to do a double move. So rent back is always an option also, a delayed closing. Sometimes some of my buyers slash buyers like the idea of what's called a recast. That has to do with a certain type of aspect of the loan after you close on your new home. Just because you choose not to sell, or you don't sell before you buy, or you don't buy before you sell, doesn't mean that your options are at a complete bottom. There are several options that are available to you as a homeowner that would allow you to have the flexibility to go find another property, but still know that your home has sold. So what's your biggest concern about selling before you buy or in order to buy? I'd love to know. Put it in the comments, and I might use it as a future video topic. But planning, don't talk about the house first, your future house. Talk about the plan to get to where you want to be, to get your future home.